That live video that we just got through doing, it's probably been a couple hours ago, the UFOs in San Francisco, and they appeared like this in the sky, just like this. Someone actually commented, can you please let us see for ourselves? Tell us where the live webcam is. Show us the live webcam. Well, you clearly did not watch the video, or you would have seen the live webcam. You would have saw the picture being worked out. You would have saw it, and you would have came to the conclusion, if you took the time to watch the video, of this ship that literally was this ship right here. This ship, let me show you this. This ship, there were lots of ships. Hello, Susan Donahue. There were lots of ships. These were the ships in the sky in San Francisco, right here. For those who say, you need to show us the webcam. No, you need to watch the webcam. You need to watch us. We did this during a live video. We showed the ship up close and personal, and it looks a lot better than it does right here. But this clearly was a ship in the sky for those who say, can you show us, Gina, honey? Because you know what they did to the live stream? They let the traffic get up to 3,900 views. They immediately cut it in half to around 1,500 the very next hour. They're literally trying to block the flow of traffic to all of this type of information that is coming out here. They're blocking the flow of traffic. Every hour they cut it in half. So say we had 8,000 people viewing. The next hour they'll drop the traffic to the channel all the way down to 4,000. Then they'll drop it down the next hour to around 2,000. They continue to drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. No, 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 no. This ain't going to fly. It's not going to fly with me. It's not. These UFOs that were in the sky, there were lots of them right here. This UFO, and we even worked the picture, this UFO right here, this light ship right here, was this ship right here on the live webcam. And I know that you're fully capable, people are fully capable of going to this right here. They can use their head and say San Francisco Skyline Live, and they can go there. They can go there. I even show, if you're too lazy, let me just put it, if you're too lazy to watch the movie, the video, too lazy to go to the site after we went there and do it yourself. No, I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not. You're going to have to learn to think for yourself. Okay, you are. This ain't, it's not hard at all. It's not. There's ships in the sky. You can be in denial all you want. Show me the ship. We want to see. It just looks like a cloud because you didn't watch the video. You didn't want to hear it. You did not want to hear it, but it's a great big light ship. A great big light ship in the sky is what it is in San Francisco. And they have literally cut the flow of traffic after that live stream, like they do so many other live streams, because they don't want the information out. They don't at all. Of these, the sky was so plastered, it's undeniable. We know what we're looking at, and we know the telltale signs, and this literally is light ships. It's not a UFO, it is a light ship in the sky in San Francisco. You can see it right here, you all, front and center, you all. So if you missed it, go back and watch the video. Go back and watch the video, and you'll see how we worked the picture out, okay, how we did it. I went step by step. I had to do it several times because they knocked the access off my stream deck, so I couldn't share the screen. I had to keep trying and trying around 3 times in order to get that out. Hello. In Southeast, hello there, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking for you. Just joining. Hello there, you all. Yeah, you all. If you ain't watched that video on the YouTube channel, literally, if you have not watched it, let me take you over here to this. This is what really wild. So watch this. Let me show you how this works. Watch this, you all. Can you watch it? Can we watch it? So you see my graph, it goes up and down. It goes like up here, it will go like from 5,000, boom, they half everything. And they'll take it down really low. Unless I keep doing videos all throughout the day, they drop it like in half. The next hour afterward, if they can. If I don't keep pumping out, look what happens, you all. Here's what they do. They keep dropping it, dropping it, dropping it, dropping it, dropping it. And they will not let it go up unless I come on the here. And then it goes up like this. And then it goes back down. You can see what it does. It literally does. It'll go down. It comes all the way up. And then they practically half everything in half every time. And they have it in half until I come back on. And then it can go right back up. And then it goes back up almost 4,000. And then it goes, they half it in half. You see what they're doing? They're halving everything in half. They don't want the information to get out. That's what they're doing. Halved it in half. 3,900, so 1,500. It's a pattern. It's a pattern that's been happening. I don't know if other channels are doing it, but this channel is. This channel's pumping out the videos on the ships. This is what we're doing. We're pumping them out. Pumping them out, you all. We are pumping out the information is what it is. That's all right. Still get some information through. What's meant to get out, I honestly feel within my heart, if something is meant to get out, it will get out. It will reach whoever it is meant to reach. Hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. It will, you all. Regardless of what's going on, it will reach whoever it's, meant to reach. If you're just tuning in. Yeah, so if I have to come back on here, which is really silly, it's so silly, having to come back on here over and over and over because of wanting to hide the truth. Look at this. So this ship, we did it. See this ship right here? This is the ship in the San Francisco sky right there. You can see it. This also is the light ships that are below it. It's the light ships that are below it. It's also like this light ship that was found in Africa, in the skies in Africa right here. We did this video too. The light ships are in Africa. And this like these ships right here. See the notch on them? See how they're made like this? Well, this is the ship that's in San Francisco, in the skies in San Francisco. They're all over the world. All over the world. These ships are. And it's going to get to the point, it really is, where they are no longer going to be able to continue to hide these ships. They're not going to be able to continue to hide them. They're going to try really hard. They really are, to keep hiding them and hiding them and hiding them. Now let me show you this. Let me do this. I don't like to use my phone, but I'll use it because it's a device that I can use. So this is, in this I apologize using my phone. It looks a lot better on the screen share. So this is the light ship that was in California, and you can see it is very reminiscent of these ships right here. Very reminiscent of these ships. This is the edge detect. It is, you all. So I don't see what's so hard about, you know, doing some research, because I practically lay it all out. I really do. I just spell it out in layman's terms. We've got ships in the sky, light ships in the sky, and yes, they're in the clouds. They're in the clouds. Okay, they are. That's right, you all. And plenty more people are seeing them. So if you don't want to hear about it, if you want to be closed-minded, go ahead. But one day, I promise you, these ships, I was really surprised to see them show up like this. These ships, oh, they will not hide completely in the clouds forever. They will not hide forever. They're going to come out, and the whole world will see them. Okay, they're going to come out. They're coming out more and more and more, because you know why they're coming out more and more and more? Because they're not telling the people about what's in the skies. So they're more or less going to take matters in their own hands, okay? Matters in their own hands, they are. And they'll use whatever means that they can, like this. Just do it like that, you all. Just get these ships out in the clouds. They're all over the place. They're at the observatories in Hawaii. We've documented them there at the observatories in Hawaii. And, you know, they're different than the black cubes. They are So you see, you can go to look at this video. This right here, Hawaii, Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa. Hello. Hello there in Cape Town, South Africa. Yes, we caught the lightships in your clouds over Table Mountain, and this lightship is this big, and it's so big it literally will cover the whole top of the mountain at Table Mountain. And yes, it is these types of lightships in your at your Table Mountain. It is, you all. Let's just say it. Both my ears are burning, so oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, Gina, honey. Well, Gina ain't gonna dance tonight. I am totally exhausted. So, and we can go over to the observatories. We can go to the observatories. Look, we can go to here. And I do apologize for this. All these right here that I'm showing like this, there is a video on the YouTube where you won't have to look at it like this. You will not. Look at this, you all. Come on now. These are ships. They're ships. At the observatory, you can see this is a ship. They're light ships, and they keep hiding them. This is the edge detect. It's not a cloud. It's a ship. At the observatories in Hawaii. Come on. Just open your eyes and use some common sense. Okay, really, use some common sense. Think for yourself. Think outside the box, and you're going to make it. You will make it if you learn to think outside the box. It's hard to get out of a certain pattern of thinking. It really is. But this showed up just past week at the observatories. I found a lot of ships at the observatories. If you're just tuning in, Gina Honey has. Yes, I have. And you know, that's okay, you all. I haven't even got undressed for the night. I have not. It's fine. It's fine and dandy. I don't have to. I can stay up all night long. And if you haven't seen this, these black cubes, the black cubes in the Pacific Ocean, you can see them, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And hope they're not like the Borg. I hope they're not. And they do come out of the portals on the sun right here. We documented these. Everything you see are thumbnails from videos that I've done on a live. Share the screen, Gina Honey. Share the screen, because that's what I did. Shared the screen. Yes, we did it. And we're not done yet, you all, but I will tell you that he is angry. He is angry. Yes, he's very angry. There's got some sun diving comics being shot at his son, and he is angry. Yes, this is a video, and the screen was shared. And as this SDO 304 spinned around, you could see the fire coming out of his mouth. He is angry. He is angry. That's the message that was sent. He is angry of the sun diving comets that have been coming at the sun. So, and come on now, we can even go over here on Popocatépetl volcano. Come on, look at this. No, that's not just a cloud. There's UFO portals, okay? UFO portals at the Popocatépetl volcano. Popocatépetl volcano, yes. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. There's a time for information gathering, you all. Yes, there is. We can do some information gathering. It's easy to do. It really is. And then look at this, you all. Come on. This got a big battle cruisers right here. Big battle cruiser. I forget where this is located on another webcam. Look at this over here. This is massive. Cloaked in the clouds, but this was one massive ship. Yes, we got a war of good versus evil. We do. If you're all just tuning in, these light ships are all over the place. All over the place. And it's not hidden. It's not hidden at all. Come on. So, look at this. This right here, this ship literally, this is, look, it's, the wormhole was in San Francisco. I've been at San Francisco for like a week and a half doing live streams. And look, on the same live webcam, literally, when the sun was going down, this right here, it left a trail. It can't be a cloud because clouds don't leave trail. It's a ship that came out of a wormhole or a portal in the sky. Look at the pointed part of it. It stayed in the sky, and it kind of looks like a saucer. This is, you all, this is a B-rated movie. If you're just tuning in, Gina's doing a B-rated movie. Yes, these are all the things that we have documented. This is the UFO Interdimensional Paranormal channel. If you want to know about what's going on, this is the channel to come to. It really is. I'm not just saying that. And look, the reason he was angry is because we have these sun diving comets that keep coming at the sun. This one right here tried to destroy the ship that was behind the sun. And this right here tried to stop it. But when this sun-diving comet got up here, and this was behind the sun, this escaped it. And another one of these came down. We did a live video on it. Came down from here, and it neutralized it, you all. Fired a weapon at the sun. That's why he was angry, you all. That's why he was, let me get to it. He was angry. Right there. He was angry. These sun-diving comets keep coming at the sun, and he's about had enough of it. He has had enough. And you know, you get to that point in your life where you've had enough. That's right. You have had enough, and you just get to know. You don't want to hear no more. You all, come on. So, let's look at this. So we were always catching UFOs. Yes, Hawaii is a hot spot. Look at this large, massive UFO. You all, come on. Look at this. Windows here. Interdimensional ships at the observatory in Hawaii. Go check it out. You all, got a whole playlist called The Observatory. The Observatory in Hawaii. Do you know anybody else who is on the ground? Do you know any other channel who's on the ground doing what we're doing? Literally going to the live streams, and we are literally sharing actual footage that is caught, that is documented. Do you know any other channel that puts out as much as this channel? Do you? Look at this. So here's UFO coming down out of the sky at the observatory in Hawaii. Look at this, you all. This is, we got it. We got it going. This is the channel. If you want real world stuff, this is the channel to go to right here. Real world stuff. Real world happenings. Because if it's out there, and if I find it, I'm going to share it immediately. Like this massive black UFO. This also right here. The Canada, France, Hawaii, North View at the observatories. You can't miss it. The two scientists came out and they stood right there. We watched it on the live webcam. They stood right here as this was in the sky, and the other person who was at this vehicle, they were standing back here watching it too the whole time. The whole time. Yes, this is on our channel, you all. They watched it the whole time. This is not a joke. I don't get on here and I don't just play around. I do not play around on here. I don't. Table Mountain, South Africa. Look at this. Cape Town, South Africa. This is what the mountain normally looks like. But look, the mountain was transformed. The mountain was transformed because it's an interdimensional also. This mountain in South Africa, where we saw the ships, it's an interdimensional mountain. That's what it is, you all. Interdimensional. Let's see what else we can find on here, you all, that we've done recently. We've done quite a bit of stuff. Now, you might have missed this, but yeah, we have documented these ships. Look at this. These ships are in the clouds. If you haven't seen the video on the channel, if you go to the channel, this is one of the videos you're going to see. These ships up close, they're in the clouds, they're in the sky. They are in the sky. They're in the clouds. There's long white notched ships, and they have the ability to stack up on one another. But this is the inverted mode of these two. In the clouds, for those who may not have noticed. Okay, this is mainly a UFO, and we're in a documenting mode of the UFO. Look at this. So we've got these ships that literally, they come out of this is Hawaii. They come up out of the clouds, they manifest, and boom, they take off just like that. You see them thrusting up, and then they take off. They leave. They take up out of the clouds. Oh, they got a cool video on here too. It's a short video. They come up out of the clouds, and you can see them taking off like that. Poof, from the other dimension, from wherever they're coming from. It is the coolest thing, you all. It's absolutely really cool if you see it. And let me see what else we got going on, because we document a whole lot of stuff. I just got to get to it. Let me see what we got right here, you all. We can look. Okay, yeah, so look at this. So 2 missiles fired at the sun. See this right here. Where is this at? This is on October. And these sun diving comets, they come from the same direction. They go up here. They go into the sun. This is on October the 15th. Then on October the 22nd, look, another one all of a sudden it goes up here to the sun too. And we got this ship around, you all. We've got to, I'm not going to stop to breathe. I promise you, I'm not going to stop to breathe. I got to keep going. No breathing for Gina, honey, right now. There is, I'm not going to breathe right now. I'm not, you all. And why does the sun look like this? Why does the sun look like this, you all? You have to ask yourself, why is it looking like this? What's underneath that sun? What is under the sun? Okay, we've done, all of these are, these like thumbnails. I got to get my thumbnails all in one folder. I really do, because that'd be a really good project to do. Get the photos all in one folder. That's all right, you all. If I can't find anything right off the bat, I'm going to be doing this. I'm probably getting tired. I think I am, because if I have to scroll through a lot of stuff, you all, that's all right. We go through spurts here too. Okay, yes, we do. Okay, we got it. All right, so now look at this. So if we got Point Nemo, we got a thing on Point Nemo. It was where Cthulhu is. Look at this. This is where it's located, right here. And I actually went there to see if something is there. It's like the most deadest place on Earth in the ocean. Point Nemo, where Cthulhu is supposed to rise. And then look, this is the light ships. And if you look over here, why is this right here? This is at Point Nemo. This is from the ISS. Look at this. Look at these right here, you all. Why are these here? Are these ships? Do they just happen to just like poke out of the clouds like that because it's pixels? No, no, it's not pixels. There's ships in these clouds right here. And the area was right here at Point Nemo. That's where the area was. You can see them right here. What happens is the ISS, when it goes over certain areas, it automatically, the camera goes glitch, it stops, and you see nothing but black. But you have to, when you record it, you have to go frame by frame, and then you can catch it. You can catch it before they erase it. That's what you can do. You catch it before they erase it is how you do it. That's the best way to do it, you all. Catch it before they erase it. Now let's look at this, you all. No, this ain't normal clouds. What clouds are supposed to look like that? No, these aren't normal. They're not. Why we got all these wild looking different types of clouds? This is like in the Pacific Ocean. All these new looking clouds, our skies are like wild looking. No, it's too wild. It's way too wild. Whoever seen anything like that, you all? Have you been watching? Have you been noticing all the strange stuff going on? Look at this. Look like a nervous system or something, you all. Look at this. Why is this up here? Why do we got this in the straight lines going like this in the ocean? Well, what's up with that? Look at that. Straight lines going up there in the ocean. We don't need no lines like that going up there. I think we can think for ourselves. We can really things for ourselves, you all. And look at this Cthulhu. If you didn't see this, the Kraken joins Cthulhu according to mythology, and it did. It joined with Cthulhu. If you've seen it, you all. These are just some of the last videos that we have done. They really are. And let's ask this. Why when you have a cloud looking like this, let's talk about this. Why you have a cloud looking like this, then you have a shadow of a cloud up here in the sky? Can you reason with that? And or say this right here, the cloud looks like this, but then look at the shadow. It doesn't look like it. This certainly does not look like that. And then look at this image right here. How can a cloud make a shadow on a sky? How can it? Just like this. How can the cloud make a shadow on the sky? You have to ask yourself that. And that's what I was wondering. How can it do it? How can it do it, you all? How can it do it like that? You know, it's just too wild. It's way too wild. Too wild to look at all of that, you all. And then why do we got UFOs glowing on the ISS? You can see them. They light up the sky. In the Indian Ocean, that is a hot spot too. The Indian Ocean is a hot spot. You can see the ISS flying over, and these literally, they light up in one area, light up, light up, light up, light up. They have a whole big fleet. They have a whole big fleet. Okay, that's what they got. And do you remember seeing this right here? Do you ever see this photo right here? This is back in 2018. I took these photos of the observatory shutdown. Perhaps you've seen them. This is what thrusted me into this back in 2018, September 2018. Boom, they reached all around the world The observatory shutdown. That's where my beginning came. Observatory shutdown, when it really started taking place. Just like that. And then what's this, you all? What's this right this? Come right here. 22 August. Look at that. This right here, that shape right there, based on the curvature, it should be that big. And look at this. What is this? What's this attaching to? It's attaching itself to some kind of massive object. It's tethered to it. It's literally tethered to it, you all. It's tethered to it. We've got so many strange things. And why does the sun look like this? What is the sun? Something is breaking through the interplanetary magnetic field. You can see it right here. Breaking through the interplanetary magnetic field. Boom. Just like that, you all. Just like that. This channel is literally all over the place, you all. We are all over the place. Look at this. Please let me use the CERN Hadron Collider. Interesting joke. Look, portal. A crack stayed open in the magnetosphere for 14 hours on July the 7th of 2022. A crack stayed open in that magnetosphere that whole entire time. That whole time it stayed open, you all. So no. And I don't want to really buy it. And then look at this guy. Why? This is from Trey Production. Look at this. Why do we got this in the sky? Why is that? This is Trey Production, Trey 57 Production. Look at that. Is that normal? Is that how we're supposed to see the sky looking just like that? No, we're not supposed to see the sky looking like that. We're not. We're not supposed to see it looking like that, but it does look like that. And it's not normal. It's not normal. And then, dude, look. Did the alien parasites invade the Earth? Did they? Did they invade the Earth, you all? I wonder if they did. Do you think they did? If they did, maybe it'd be like the Borg Queen or something else happening. Yeah, there's just so much going on. And people ain't paying attention. Well, actually, people are listening to other things other than what's going on. Okay, now is this normal? Is this normal? Look at this plasma entity. This plasma entity up here, right here in this area, this live webcam. We go on the live webcams. If you didn't know this channel will go to the live webcams. This channel will do the groundwork, okay, to bring out the real world information. You're not going to just see stuff like this on regular TV shows because that's all put together. This is live. What we do here is live streaming. Live streaming, and we're doing it all. The plasma. So we got the plasma here, you all. Let's look on what this is. Okay, we already did that one, you all. We've got all kinds of things. Now look at this. What's that? What kind of cloud is that? What kind of cloud is that? Oh, so this is what I did. Flying saucer by the full moon last night. And you can see the timestamp. This is August 2022. This is a big flying saucer. Literally, look at the shape of it, like this. Flying saucer, just picture it. I apologize for using my phone, but look at that. By the full moon, look at that cloud. It's one monstrous of a cloud, you all. It's one monstrous cloud. And it don't look normal. Okay, now look at this. The Sturgeon moon. Okay, this is the Sturgeon moon, but guess what we documented? We documented this UFO flying over the Sturgeon moon. We did it on this channel. We documented it on this channel. The dark shadow came, and this, we watched it over and over. It flew right above it, you all. It flew right above it. So this channel, it really does. It documents everything. So we got the $6 million man. We've got they talked about the neural link in the $6 million man. The neural link was mentioned in here in the $6 million man. So we did that, you all. He had a neural link and they talked about it, is what they did. So how is that possible, you all? How is it possible? Look, neural feedback. Let's see the neural feedback right here. Look, neural feedback for the $6 million man. Bionic neural link. This technology existed back when the bionic man was in play. That's how long it existed back then. And then look about this, Los Angeles, California, February the 25th, 1942. Look at this, alien ships, you all. Alien ships all over the place. And did that happen? Did it happen, you all? And then like this, Army says alarm is real. Roaring guns, mass blackouts, U.S. flying. This is right here. This is when that happened, that battle. So this channel is all over the place, you all. It really is. And so look. So could a giant sinkhole swallow the White House? Well, it might need to swallow that White House, you know. Let's let that White House go down in that giant sinkhole. I think that's pretty cool right now. It is pretty cool, you all. So look at this. So what came out of the sun? What came out of the sun? Because there's always missing data. 4 hours of missing data, you all. 4 hours of missing data. What came out of the sun? Now, see, now let's look at this. So we were documenting these ships right here. Look at this. I think this was in Table Mountain, you all. Table Mountain. No, this is Atlantic. Okay, this is the UFO that's over the Atlantic. Right here, look at this. So where do you got over here, Gina? So these are the UFOs. These are what the UFOs look like, and this is what they call ships now. This was seen today, August the 5th of 2022. These aren't just certain types of clouds. They just named the clouds that way. They named the clouds the way they wanted to, but they're actually UFOs. That's what they are, actually UFOs. And they just want to name them the way that they want to name them. You all, now let's think about this. Let's look at Table Mountain really fast. Look at this ain't Table Mountain. I don't know where this is at. This is some other mountain, you all, but we can look at this mountain. Let's look at this mountain. You can see a ship right there. And look, this is Table Mountain. Look at this. Look at this, you all. So these are UFOs that literally gathered, and I have done a lot of activity, a lot of covering of Table Mountain. I have a whole lot of covering of it, because look at that. How could you say, how could one look at this and say, oh, that's just a cloud? Why can't you see that UFO shape right there? Because it is there. And then look at this. There's UFO ships right here. UFO ships right here. This is the shape of a UFO, perfectly curved. Look how massive this UFO is at Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa. Look at this. The UFO is literally cloaked in the cloud. It's cloaked in the cloud at Table Mountain, you all. This is a very this is a UFO hotspot. A UFO hotspot, and it even, look at this, this might be a B rated, but that's okay, you all. We can do B rated videos because we do have a professional thing, but sometimes I don't want to be too professional. I want to get on here and do it like this. Just do it like this and show it like this. And if you don't like it, that's just too bad. That's how we do it at times. We just come on here, and then why is this? Why is this, you all? Why do we have, did they shoot that UFO at the observatory? Did they shoot that UFO that came down out of the sky? Because it surely did come down out of the sky. A UFO, and those observatories at time, these things are coming straight down. So look at this. This is going straight up, and this came straight down right here. Straight down into the ground. But I think this is, they didn't shoot it, but they're shooting at something else up there. I don't think they're just taking pictures at the observatories. I really don't think they're just taking pictures at the observatories. I think there is something much more that is taking place. I really do, you all. So, and if you get yes, I think I danced in front of the video. I think I danced with this one right here. We can dance at the observatories, and I don't have a problem if the lasers are going off. You all, we can dance there. If the lasers are going off at the observatories, we can do it. That's right, because it's, yeah, it's fine. It really is fine. What on earth? Yeah, this is the night. This is the night that the lights were out. There was lights, there were shadows being seen into the observatories, you all. There really was, if you're just turning on. Maybe Gina can make contact. How you know Gina ain't already made contact? I could have already made contact. Well, I did have 3 beings that came down in a beam of light. Now let's look at this, you all. Okay, let's look at this. So this is the observatories. This is the observatories. This is the light being that we saw yesterday, but the last time it was saw was on the 2nd. And look at this metallic ship. This was over here at the observatories, a metallic ship at the observatories. And this being we saw last night on this channel. So it's been a couple months since we've seen this being, and it showed up again last night. So this is serious, you all. Just see this serious look on my face. We take this really serious, because it is serious what's happening. We're not alone. We are not alone. And this thing right here that you see flying around the observatories, that's not Starlink. Okay, that's not. It's not Starlink at all. And it's not a laser. It's something else, you all. It really is something else. Okay, now look at this. We had to stick on the NASA outfit because we wanted to show that light being. Look how high up in the sky this light being went. It went way up there in the sky like that, you all. So yeah, that's okay, you all. We can show it. We can show it. And then look at the clouds at Papacado. Why do the clouds look like this? Why do the clouds look like they don't look like they're real? Really, why do they look like this? Why do clouds look like this? Just like this with dots on them and stuff like that. Have you ever looked close up at the clouds? Because we have. So this channel, it is all over the place, documenting all the strange things that are in the sky. That's what this channel does, all over the place. And it takes a lot of energy, but we're up for the challenge. It's very challenging. This is Papacado. It's very challenging, you all, to do what we do here. But we can truly do it. We can get it done. And we just don't got no problem doing it. We don't. And then how can, look at this, how can you have a sun that looks like that? What's up with that sun? Really, what's up with that sun looking like that? So what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Why does it look like the way that it looks? And then this is a cloud. What would they call this? They had a cloud making machine. Long time ago, they made one. And see, look what they can do with the clouds. They can make things with it. They can make all kinds of things with the clouds. Let's see what else we can do, you all, because I think we got some strange, look at this. This is not HARP. It's some type of a life form. This is bound to be some type of a life form in the clouds. It really is, because it looks like it has a spine and stuff, like a snake, like a spine, and look at the rainbow colors on it. It literally is a different type of a life form. That is like documented there, you all. So there's lots and lots of things. And if you would look like this, if you would look at this right here, look at this, a magnetic triangle vortex right here. If you haven't seen the solar coronal magnetic field, PFSS thing, and we documented that, you all. There is a magnetic, see the triangle vortex. Gina, honey, your hair looks so wild. Okay, that's fine. You look really excited. I look really excited on that, you all. I really do. Let's see how much energy I have to see if I can do it, you all. See if we can do it. Of course we do. We document NASA, the massive flares that come out of the sun. We document all kinds of things on this channel. If you want to know what this channel's about, I've just gave you a brief insight into it. I have just a little bit of an insight into it. And now look at this right here. This is from footage, you all. If you have not seen that live video that I did in my yard, this right here, literally, this massive cloud, we watched it form. It was like a 40-minute video. These are screenshots from the live video of the formation that appeared in the southern sky. It was absolutely breathtaking. It was breathtaking. I filmed it in my yard outside one night, and let me see what was it on? I have no idea what night it was on, but I looked really tired, really did look tired in that picture. But we did it. We documented it on live stream, live chat. Boom. We can do it. Yeah, that was really beautiful, and I just forgot about that. I really did. And you know what? This is one other thing. When the day the Arecibo telescope collapsed, the day it collapsed, look at that. It just collapsed all of a sudden, and it collapsed shortly after I started doing my stuff. I think this is it collapsed before what is that, Oumuamua thing came. Right before it came, there was a Hurricane Maria came through and helped finish it off. And then the largest telescope in the world collapsed. Look at that. Before and after. It literally collapsed. Look at that. Collapsed just like that when the Oumuamua thing was getting ready to come through. So this is what we're talking about, you all. Can we talk about this Oumuamua thing? Can we talk about it? Because we're going to talk about it. So the Puerto Rico Arecibo telescope, the world's most powerful radio telescope, was destroyed before Oumuamua's arrival. So yeah, look at that, Puerto Rico Arecibo telescope. This thing was arriving, and because it was arriving, this thing came ahead of time right here. And had the scientists known that this was coming, uh, they had no warning about whatever. They could have gathered data, but they were given no warning, and so they had very little data at all on this right here coming through. It got destroyed. Look, it literally got destroyed because somebody knew this was coming. They did. Gina, are you saying that's deliberate? I'm saying that that hurricane had a mind of its own. I think that hurricane had the ability to see into the future, and the scientists knew nothing about it, and they were caught off guard. But that rock, that hurricane had some communication going on inside of it. You know, that's what I'm saying right there. The world's largest concave lens. And by the way, that's the kind of lens I had for my clip-on lens. It's a concave, it like bowed down inside of it. They don't make it no more. They do not make it no more, but that's what I use to document the ships. It is exactly what I use to document the ships. And if you didn't know that, you know, look at this Nautilus. Did 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea exist? I think it really did exist. I really do think it did. Look at those beings right there, you all. We got it going. Is this too much for you all? Because if it is, you can just go, you know, you don't have to watch it. But look at this. Look at this, you all. We're going over stuff. Look at this ship. This is like a ship coming up through here. And yeah, so this is not a planet. That is not a planet, you all. I promise you, that is not a planet. Even though some people claim up and down that there was like 3 different types of planet. They gave a name, 3 planets to the name of that. Something came through a portal. Something came through the portal. How we doing over here, you all? We talking too much? Because I do have a tendency to kind of talk. I really do have a tendency to talk. Now look at this, you all. The plasma beings. Look at this. Plasma webs. They have attached themselves to the Lakota Center in St. Petersburg, Russia, and we documented that. What was the timestamp on that? That timestamp on that was July the 17th of 2022. And if you did not know, there were lots of plasma battles going on before the real battle took place. There really was, because we were documented in Odessa. We documented it in Russia. We document here. And we put the information out here so that you don't have to go looking for it. You don't, you all. We document everything. Everything is documented. Look at that. Plasma webs. Plasma webs. That's what it looked like. Look at that. It's a magnificent structure, but look at that. I've never seen anything like that before. I have not. We have never seen anything like that before. We haven't. But then look at this, you all. So this asteroid, they said this Oumuamua asteroid was about the size of a 50-story skyscraper zooming by Earth on July the 17th. July the 17th. Zooming by Earth on July the 17th. Well, what happened else on July the 17th? What was that, you all? Hope that we don't want no... look, are these the beings of the Oumuamua, the cosmos? Stephen Hawking, cigar-shaped asteroid Oumuamua. That's what he said. Look at this, how they want to try to cover this thing up right there. Look at all this stuff, you all, just to do that. There's stuff going on in this world. There's so much things going on in this world, and we don't know the half of it. We really don't know the half of it. Because then look at this. So the big black ship was seen in the sky while something important is happening in the grounds at the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, Germany. This big black ship, you all. Let me just talk about this big black ship. This reminds me of the big black ship that was at the observatories. At the observatories, you all. This is an event was taking place in the Brandenburg Gate. And by the way, you all, I lived in Berlin, Germany, and I went to the Brandenburg Gate. I did. I went there. We went there lots of times when we lived in Berlin, Germany. We did. But look at this. The big black ship over the Brandenburg Gate. Look at this. And you know who this is. That's right. That's who it is. But look at that, you all. Big black ship. Brandenburg Gate. What was the timestamp on this, Gina? Do you have a timestamp? I don't have a timestamp on that one right there. But we can get a timestamp on when I took the thing. So this is... So look at this. So we got it right here. So the timestamp for this had been July the 16th is when it happened. July the 16th, this black ship showed up at the Brandenburg Gate. That's when it happened, you all. The Brandenburg Gate, you all. And was it exciting? It was extremely exciting, you all. It was very, very exciting. disturbing exhaust odor from the cloaking spacecraft at Tray 57. And he had a video on the, you could smell the odor of the exhaust craft is what you could see. What is this right here? What happened in at Table Mountain? Of course, yeah, I got another big ship up here, you all. That's what we got. Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa. Now, there's a ship. Can you see the ship in there? It's massive ships on the top of Table Mountain. I had forgot all about this. Look at that. On the top of Table Mountain, look at the ships. That's not a cloud. This is cloud cloaking technology. But behind here are massive ships on the top of Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa, you all. This is not a joke. I know we spend a lot of time here at Table Mountain, and then look at this. Is reincarnation real? Is it? I think there's a lot of truth to something like that. I really do think there's a lot of truth to something like that. I do. Now, what else did we talking about? The FA cameras were not, the FA cameras facing east were not turned on. Why not? So I first reported this happening, and we did a video on it. Way back in July 13th. So July 13th, you know, we just talked about things that happened after around July the 16th, the plasma there. And on July the the Brandenburg Gate, the black ship, and now we got the east-facing cameras in July got turned off by the FAA. We got all of that stuff happening, you all. Gina, look at you. You got a suntan. You all got a little bit of suntan going on right here. I really do. I like the sun. It's nice to have the sun on my face. So, yeah, let's look at this, you all, because we're going to see what else we can see. And there's nothing wrong with it, you all. There's nothing wrong with looking at all of this stuff. That's not a planet. So look at this. This is not a planet. It is a big ship. Right here, that is a big ship that showed up all of a sudden at the observatories. They show up. This is the observatories down, the lights from the city of Hawaii. So they show up, you all. They show up all over the place, all over the place. There's just too much stuff going on. Okay, what do we got right here? What we got like this? What is this under the Euphrates River? Tunnels under the Euphrates River. I think we covered that. Did we cover that on this channel? Because I think we did. Yeah, from long, long ago, tunnels were built to go to another part underneath the Euphrates River. And somebody said the Euphrates is drying up. Well, if the Euphrates dry up, then they're going to find these tunnels. And I think that is how they found these tunnels at the Euphrates River is what they did. Look at this neural. Oh, wow, that looked like a neural feedback thing right there. It really does. Look at all of that stuff right there. Chain demons down there. You all know there are no chains demon down there. Oh, okay, and now then look at this, you all. So how come this happened right here? We all saw it happen. This is Georgia Guidestones. They did away with it. They did away with it. Somebody decided lightning would come down and it would strike it. And the Georgia Guidestones, boom, there they lay on the ground. Lay down on the ground, and they had their things written out on them, and then boom, that's what happened. Boom, crumbled on the ground. Remember that? Georgia Guidestones destroyed. They were all over the news, and the timing of that was quite remarkable. Let's see the timestamp on that. The timestamp happened in July, so we can see it. The timestamp for that happened in July of 2022. So July of 2022, that's when we had a crack in the magnetosphere for 4 hours. There was a crack in the magnetosphere field for 4 hours. You remember seeing that video right there, the little timestamp? That was 4 hours. CERN and stuff like that. It all happened like that, you all. It did. And then look at this. So CERN and the power outages and the grid failure. CERN needs a whole lot of energy to keep going at full power. They really, really do, you all. And they do. And look at this. It's been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Are you getting tired yet, you all? Because I'm not getting tired. I'm just getting started. I really am. And why do we got this right here? The Order of Shiva, the sect of the Horned God. Why do we got CERN is Cernunnos. Look at that, you all. It's a little nice and colorful like that. Boom, it's nice and colorful. It really is very, very colorful. So did CERN have could CERN cause a catastrophic vacuum decay? Well, of course it could cause a catastrophic vacuum decay. It's very powerful. To say that it's not very powerful would be an understatement. So then I'm going to look at this, you all, at observatories. In observatories, they had an intruder alert. An intruder alert And when was this? This is July. This is also July. July the 1st, intruder alert at the observatories. It seems like a lot of things happened in July. This is where the lights started going on. And let me show you these. This light, we got it. So right here, let's look at this. This is when the light beings came. There were lights flashing all over the place inside of here. This light went off and you can see it kept going. There was something happening, and then there was something happening over here. We took this is July the 1st at the observatories. It was so much strange things happening. The lights went completely out. We had green glowing lights. And then there was something else that happened. It was light ships. It just kept happening. Boom, boom. You had lights going off over here. Yeah, something happened in July. A lot of things happened in July at the observatories. And then was there a Stargate? Do we got a Stargate right here? Did somebody make a Stargate, you all? I think they kind of did. Intruder alert. Yeah, they got a Stargate is what they got. Then look at this. So what's happening with the sun? So look at all these things that are clustered around the sun. And this is a NASA product right here. You can see the ships. But then when I took some pictures of the sun, why did all of these cascade off the sun like this? Why did they cascade down like that? They did. They cascaded down just like that. And then, oh my goodness, you all. So did you see this? When worlds collide, planets destroy the Earth in Technicolor. When worlds collide. Well, what type of worlds could they be talking about, you all? When worlds collide. I don't know what they're talking about. I know my hair looks a little bit wild. It looks a little wild. And then what about this? What about these, what about these wide, big, gigantic holes that are happening? They look kind of perfect too. How can like it just happen all of a sudden? And you know, you'd have to have a perfect hole to do like that. You really would. There's something to all these holes. There really is something to all of those holes. And then how many of you have found yourself on that steel table? How many of you have found yourself on the steel table with the extraterrestrials? I think a lot of you probably have on the steel table with the extraterrestrials. You probably have. You know, and of course we can dance in front of the observatories. What do we got going on here? Okay, this is what we got going on here. Did Montreal, Canada just put a permanent portal between the buildings? Well, it's got a portal right there in Montreal, Canada. They got a big old circle right there, you all. They do, look at that. So this is all of these areas right here with circles and stuff like that going on around the world. Look at this. This is the Bakira grid. Look at all these areas. Look at Black Hills, Oklahoma City, all of these. Look, all of these. And they got a portal right there, you all. They got a portable. Okay, you go ahead and be right back because we're still going. We are still going strong. So then look at this. So we got these NextRad stations that are all over the United States. You can see them. And you probably stayed up at night watching them like I did years ago. But then we got all the lightning strikes that can pick up everything you are at the NextRad stations right here. We got it. We got it going on. We really do have it going on. So what about this, you all? So get a kit, make a plan, be prepared. Black goo, dark matter. Boom, you got it. She looks kind of creepy. They look kind of creepy. You all get a plan for that? Yeah, so then look at this. So this UFO right here. See this UFO right here? It took that rocket out. The UFO took out a Russia rocket, and this was seen in the sky right there. Boom. That's not a normal cloud. It's not. But that rocket failed. It absolutely failed, you all. It totally failed. What on earth are we supposed to be looking at over here now? I have no idea what that is. I really don't. No idea, but it looks like a pretty picture. It really does look like a pretty picture, you all. So look, here we got this right here. We got region 3030 and region 3032, and we got the ships coming out. We got the ships coming out, the black cube ships coming out of region 3032 and region 3030 coming out. Fleets of them, fleets of ships. So we got a playlist, NASA's ISWA. That's what we got a playlist on, you all. And then we got this, of course, when I first started documenting Earth is under attack. When we first started documenting the lightning strikes, that's what came to my mind. Earth is under attack because these are no normal. This is no normal lightning strikes, you all, at all. Earth is under attack. Earth is under attack. If you're just tuning in, this is you're getting a speed course in what is being shared on this channel. A speed course, because I'm sharing a lot. And this is Earth is under attack. We started documenting this back in June 16th of 2022. It might have even been longer, but our world started really moving after, you know, you can see what's been happening, what's been shared, because we're going back in time. We're time traveling. We're traveling backwards in time from this channel, and you can see what has been happening on the earth. So if you would look at this right here, the scorched earth theory, high temperatures. See, look up here. This looks like a UFO was right there. Is what it looked like. A UFO was right up there in the sky. It really did look like it. Yeah. It looked like it was totally under attack. So let's see what else we got going on, you all. So we can, yeah. So look at they did this thing the day the flying saucers flew over the White House over Washington in 1952. Oh, I'm pretty sure they did fly over Washington in 1952, and they just kept it a secret. They kept it a secret with the UFOs flying over Washington in 1952. But poor Marilyn Monroe, she got herself in trouble. Look at that. She got herself in trouble. There is a case for interplanetary saucers, Washington's blips. That's right. They're blips. So let's look at this, you all. We're going to find some more. So what was this video about? This is a good video. We did a video on here. See how they made this right here? The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, we did a video on that too, and that was kind of, I don't know if I like that much. I really don't know if we like it that much. And then why do we got secret underground bases? Why do we got them, you all? Really, why do we got these secret underground bases all over the world? Look how this goes down like that, you all. These are massive, massive, massive bases all over the world. And you do not want to run into an insectoid. You do not want to run into this. It's pretty colors, but you don't want to run into the insectoid. You do not. Insectoids. I don't think there are insectoids on the moon or the sun, Gina, but there are insectoids, and they do got ships. They really do got ships. So Ezekiel's wheel. So what about Ezekiel's wheel? You know, it's really interesting. Because I've always heard of Ezekiel's wheel, but I never even gave it much thought. But Ezekiel's wheel, like that, look at that. Just trying to figure out, what is Ezekiel's wheel all about? Really, what is it about? Don't know. Actually, it's like a spaceship. We already went over that, Ezekiel's wheel. I got this thing right here in my house, too, and I don't even know what it is. I found it in a flea market, and I thought, oh, it's so pretty. So yeah, I found it and I thought it's really pretty, and that's what I did with it, you all. What do I do? There is a dragon. There is a dragon. There is a dragon coming out of the sun. Oh, right there you are. It's coming straight out of the sun. A dragon coming right out of the sun. So we got this, yes, we got it going on. So, right here, a massive ship came out of the sun in France, and it really did. It came straight out, just like that. And that area right there in France, it has had a whole lot of plasma activities, a whole lot of plasma activity, you all. So look at these UFOs at the observatory. We have been watching these observatories in Hawaii for a long, long time. We really have a super long time. So that's like a regular thing that this channel does. You all, I'm getting tired already. Can you hear me? I really am getting a little bit tired. So you all, no, we got these great big massive. When did clouds have windows? CFW. H, Canada, France, Hawaii, observatories in Hawaii. When did they have windows? When did the clouds have windows? Okay, really, when did they have them? And because you can see like ships, but they got big portal windows. Could you imagine how massive this ship is? How massive it is. And then look up here. Look up here. So there are massive, massive ships. Hello. I ain't got time to breathe right now. I'll breathe later. So yeah, these ships, they're massive, massive. They've been flying in front of the observatories forever. 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 Hello there, Applebrooks, honey. So you all, yes, we got ships coming out. We document them. We coming out of the sun, out of the portals of the sun, the black cubes. We got it. Oh my goodness gracious. Now see these right here. Why do they want to say that these are just clouds? No, we want to believe that they're ships. They're great big massive UFOs. They're interdimensional and they look beautiful. And no, we're not going to believe that they're just clouds. Absolutely not. No, if they're clouds, they're very intelligent clouds, extremely intelligent clouds that are like up there. Now, see, this is really interesting because on Mount Rainier, this is the photo where he said the ships look like this right here on Mount Rainier, right there. That's what he said the ships looked like right there on Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier. This is it. This is what he described. And then we got these ships right here. We did a video, these right here. If you see thumbnails like that, we did a video. Look at this, how they stacked themselves on top of the mountain. Okay, look at that, you all. No, they're not just clouds. They're not. There's so much more going on. It's really pretty. And then look, boom, right there. Right there, you all. They got it going on. At Mount Rainier, they do. And then look at this. See, this is really when we documented a lot of plasma battles in Ukraine. We really did. Look at all of the plasma battles that were taking place in Ukraine before the actual thing broke out. There were tons and tons of plasma battles that occurred in this spot in Ukraine. And they were interdimensional plasma battles that took place. There's a lot of them on here. A ton of them, a ton of battles. And what they wanted to do, they wanted to be able, the darkness wanted to be able to open up dark portals. And the other plasma, it would literally fight back to where they could close these up upon them. They did not want the dark portals to open, and they fought really hard in that realm right there. And you may not believe in stuff like that, but I happen to believe and feel within my being that they're happening. So really, did Valiant Thor exist? And if he exists, is he coming back, you all? Is Valiant Thor coming back? Now, he could be coming back. He might look different. He really might look a lot different, but all of that, you all. All of it. So look, we got this volcano. Look at this on the volcano. Boom. Coming straight out of it. Just like that. Hello. If you're just tuning in, Gina's getting a little bit tired, but that's okay. I can get tired. I got all night to sleep. I really do. Look at this. High-level meetings were taking place at the observatories in Hawaii because this thing right here, this ship right here, was literally hovering down here at the observatories. And you can see it was in May. And these were flying around too. In May, high-level meetings taking place at the observatories in Hawaii. We got a big Hawaii playlist. We got a massive Hawaii playlist. What on earth do we got going on over here? We got this right here. Is it Planet X causing the reddish-brown sky? Now look at this. Look at all this lightning and stuff coming down from the sky. Is it just lightning? Because this looks like the insides of ships, coming out of ships in the clouds. It really does. Look how it comes out like that. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. There is a battle taking place above our heads, you all. There really is a battle taking place above our heads. And the lightning is used also. Look at that, you all. Could you imagine? Just imagine, just for one moment, that these are ships and they are pushing lightning down upon the cities. Look at it. Look at it. Lightning coming down upon the cities. Just imagine that. Okay, really, just imagine it. I tell you what, I don't think it's far-fetched. I really do not think it's far-fetched that there are UFO ships that are doing this in the clouds, because I've seen them in the clouds. And a lot of people have documented them in the clouds, just like this, just like this. And it's pretty wild if you look at it, because it's like one string is coming out, one thing of lightning, and then it just branches off. It branches off. Boom, 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 all over the face, all over the place. And we know that the lightning and the thunder does not feel normal when it happens anymore. It does not feel normal at all. It doesn't. There's something strange in the sky. There's something strange in the air. It's really, really strange. And it just kind of scary at times too. It really does. Doesn't have a very nice feeling, but it does. It looks like UFOs with lightning bolts coming out of them, plasma weapons coming out of them. And look, there's like a UFO right here on the side. So these clouds are riddled with UFOs. They are, and something else in them too. So there's so much more going on, you all, and I could talk half the night. I could talk till I fall over. If I had to, I would, but I'm going to end it at this, because this is a pretty picture. I am going to end it at this right here, and you're going to leave it at that. But this channel documents so much. It really does. And if you're just new, this is some of the stuff that we have been documenting. Just this year alone, since, when was it? Since around May of 2022. Now, granted, this is my 4th year, so I haven't even went back to 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 2020, and 21. Okay, we got all those other years that we documented on this channel too. All kinds of stuff, you all. All kinds of stuff has been documented. That's right. So, yeah. I'm going to go. Oh, my gosh, it's almost 12 o'clock. I got to get to bed. I really do, you all. And this is the most I've talked for a long time, nonstop. That's okay, you all. I can do it. I got some energy in me. And when I hit that bed, I'm not going to have no energy left. I hope I can sleep really well. That's right. Yes, we got it going on, you all. We got it going on. We're a team on this channel. We really are. That's right. We can raise the awareness, and we can push back. We sure can. So thank you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you all. I've been talking for 67 minutes and 36 seconds. Non-stop. 67 minutes. Wow, Gina, you go. You all go. Thank you so much. Love you.